Welcome to the Gubbio Project, giving respite to San Francisco's Unsheltered. The Tenderloin neighborhood is one of the most economically challenged districts in San Francisco, California, USA, where many people are struggling to get by. Some are forced to live on the streets simply because they cannot afford a place to stay, or have severe mental health or substance abuse issues and have no one to care for them. According to statistics from San Francisco's Department of Homelessness and Supportive Housing in January 2019, there were more than 8,000 unsheltered people in the city who live on the streets or in park stands or cars. In 2004, community activist Shelley Roeder and the Reverend Father Louis Vitale created a program called the Gubbio Project, now a non-profit organization. Through this initiative, St. Boniface Catholic Church in the Tenderloin and St. John the Evangelist Episcopal Church in San Francisco's Mission District provide daily temporary shelter to the homeless along with comforting items like blankets and services such as massages and food care. The churches allow the homeless to have what Father Vitale calls sacred sleep inside church walls. The name the Gubbio Project is a reference to a legend. Gubbio was a small Italian town in medieval times. Everyone was terrified of a ferocious wolf in the area and asked the venerated Saint Francis of Assisi, the patron saint of the animals, for assistance. Realizing that the wolf only harmed others due to hunger, he advised the residents to make peace with him. According to the pact, the townspeople would supply the animals with food and in return, he would protect them. Both sides let go of their enmity and soon all were happy to feed the protector, calling him Brother Wolf. The organization's website states the two churches are similarly facilitating peace. In San Francisco's Tenderloin and Mission neighborhoods, working poor people live next to desperately poor people, and sometimes misunderstandings and conflicts occur. The Gubbio Project is a creative response to this situation, helping housed parishioners and visitors of the church connect with their unhoused neighbors. The Gubbio Project believes that by creating opportunities for these two groups to interact and care for each other's needs, the Tenderloin and Mission neighborhoods will be strengthened. St. Boniface Catholic Church opens its gates to the vulnerable from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Tuesdays and until 2 p.m. on other days. The homeless can enter the house of worship without any need to complete a registration form or authorized check-in. Thanks to the church's generosity, the benches are available for all to relax and enjoy a tranquil rest. St. John's also provides a similar service. Instead of benches, the sanctuary furnishes inflatable sleeping pads to sleep on the floor. Sleeping on the streets has high risks. The homeless can encounter perilous situations, especially after dark. These potential dangers at night make some of the unsheltered feel it is necessary to always be alert from evening till dawn. This vigilance forces them to make up for their lost sleep during the day. Sidewalks or public areas are not suitable for resting during daylight hours because these spaces can be noisy and they can be forced to leave. Also, shelters in the city are not open in the daytime. Due to these reasons, St. Boniface Catholic Church opens its friendly doors, allowing those in need to have a safe place to sleep, along with protection from the elements. Since the implementation of the Gubbio Project, an average of 225 people take shelter daily at St. Boniface and approximately 100 persons at St. John's. St. Boniface provides dozens of benches in the back of the sanctuary, which occupies around 2/3 of the total space available. Since Mass usually requires only 1/3 of the area, the use of benches for sleeping does not conflict with worship-related activities. The homeless are also invited to attend Mass and pray for guidance from Jesus Christ. This special arrangement provides a message of friendship. Everyone is part of the community and deserves respect and kind treatment. The churches also furnish daily necessities such as blankets and socks. Razors, toothbrushes, and toiletry kits are given so one can groom themselves in the church bathrooms. Interfaith chaplaincy services are offered 5 hours a day, 3 days a week to those needing spiritual support. Referrals to outside public and private agencies furnishing various humanitarian services are provided. There are staff members to keep the spaces clean and interact with those coming to the churches to help meet their needs. Additionally, last year, over 100 community volunteers helped with the delivery of assistance to the Unsheltered in San Francisco. Let's take a short pause for a constructive message. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master TV. Welcome back to the Gubbio Project, giving respite to San Francisco's Unsheltered. We now continue to share the story of how love is being shown to people in need. The Reverend Father Louis Vitali, a vegetarian, is a co-founder of the Gubbio Project. Reared in a devoted Catholic family, he joined the Franciscan order in 1960 when he was 28 years old. Since then, he has dedicated himself to improving the welfare of the underprivileged as well as the homeless. He is also famous for participating in protests to advance benevolent causes like farm workers' rights and ending nuclear weapons testing. In 1992, Father Vitali was assigned to St. Boniface Catholic Church, which allowed more opportunities to interact with transient people that were marginalized. He took upon himself the responsibility of caring for these individuals and initiated, along with Shelley Roder, the Gubbio Project to provide humane treatment and positive encouragement to the downtrodden. Generous and selfless, Father Vitali is happy to share everything God has bestowed on him. Now retired from the Gubbio Project and as St. Boniface's pastor when he was at the church, he often provided financial assistance to those asking for help. Father Vitali has said that the reason he joined the Franciscan order was that it requires a generous heart, sincere love for God, and a sense of humor. He once went on a 46-day fast to protest in international conflict. The father has commented that fasting enables him to be more concentrated when praying and listening to the voice of God. He believes that one should care for others with love just like Jesus Christ. Follow Jesus, do what Jesus did before, and with love, he said. Father Vitali has a doctoral degree in sociology from the University of California, Los Angeles, USA, along with an honorary doctoral degree in literature from Quincy University in Illinois, USA. Advocating for pacifism, he wrote a book titled Love is What Matters, Writings on Peace and Nonviolence. Over the past decades, he has been honored on many occasions. In 2001, he received the Purple Six Teacher of Peace Award from the Catholic peace organization Pax Christi USA for his unrelenting efforts to advance harmony. 2 years later, he was given the Global Humanitarian Award by the International Human Rights Organization Global Exchange and the Voice of Peace Awards by the School of the Americas Watch. In 2004, he received the Pax et Bonum Peace and Kindness Awards from the St. Boniface Catholic Church and the Peter J. Simon Awards given by the Interfaith Coalition for Immigrant Rights. The Gubbio Project certainly has touched many lives in San Francisco by offering refugees from the streets. and giving hope and encouragement to those who face many daily hardships. May the staff and volunteers be blessed by heaven as they continue their loving service to those that come through the church's doors.
Supreme Master Ching Hai gratefully present the Shining World Compassion Award to each the Reverend Father Luis Vitali and the Gubbio Project, plus $20,000 to the Gubbio Project as a token of love to further its heartfelt assistance to San Francisco's homeless. May God always protect and bless you and all those you care and aid.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is deeply grateful to the beloved God for all the financial help, comfort and support to the afflicted and needy, and or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for His compassion and love toward His precious children.
To learn more about the Gubbio Project, please visit thegubbioproject.org.